What's good, family? What's good, family? It's your boy back in the building. We're here to talk some trade talk. It's your boy MI4K20 with my guest for this evening, young Atlanta Hawks fan. We know him as the Atlanta analyst. You might have seen him in the pregame, postgame chop ups, putting his opinions out there. Say what's up, family.
What's going on, y'all? It's a pleasure for you to have me on. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard, man. Hey, listen. We're gonna keep this video nice and short. We're gonna try to stay 15 minutes, but you know some of this trade talk, this thing, you've been talking for 30 minutes to an hour. So we're gonna try to keep it
Yeah.
condensed, family. I could tell you myself, I'm long-winded, so y'all forgive me for that. But let's go ahead and let's start off hot and heavy, man. Um, Teams is making moves, man. Teams is making moves. Some teams are getting better. Some teams making moves. I don't know why they making moves. Like I don't know why the Pelicans is being buyers, but it is what it is. So I've seen two targets that I've seen a lot of Atlanta Hawk fans have. Well, excuse me, three targets: C.J. McCollum, Sabonis. I saw a couple of Hawk fans was wishing we could snag a Carius LeVert. Obviously, we're 0 for 3 on all those players. Not even no rumors or nothing. Now, how you feel about those players being traded to those respective teams?
Well, it. I don't know which one hurt me more, the CJ or the Levert one, because I had just made a video prior to the Levert trade that I would like to see the Hawks get Levert, and then I mean I would have preferred to have. Sounds kind of crazy. I would have preferred to have Levert over CJ. I think that he would be able to give you more on the defensive end of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where we struggle. CJ and Trey, all of that would be a really good backcourt as far as scoring. It'd take a lot of pressure off Trey. I, I just think that would have been a disaster as far as defense goes in the backcourt. So, obviously Sabonis, I didn't really see a way that he could fit in unless we got
Right.
rid of Collins, which
Right.
that would have been a minor upgrade, but I don't think it gets us where we need to be.
Yeah, I got some homies, they wanted Sabonis real bad, but like I was telling the man, I said, you got to look at those teams who making those deals. I think Indiana, they're blowing it up. So
Yeah.
I don't think they probably would like a player like John Collins, but probably not at 5 years, 125 million, considering they're trying to start over. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably looking for picks and nice young player. You get a Halliburton, but the best thing about Halliburton, he on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
So
And they have cap
maybe
space
a
to re-sign
Collins,
him.
yeah, maybe a Collins, maybe if this was Collins, maybe if he had another year on the rookie deal, maybe the Hawks are interested. So I was telling my friends, man, I'm like, yo, one thing we do know about Travis Slink is that every move that he has made that has anything to do with trades, they never leak early, ever. Like no one could point out one time where any of these trade pundits, TV was correct on what moves that the Hawks was going to make. So I believe Travis is going to make a move. It may not be a splashy move. It may be something minor. I mean, you still got a Marcus Smart out there, but what's the Celtics asking price for him? And also, you look at a team like the Celtics, they're not trying to blow it up. So I mean, I don't see why we would be linked with Marcus Smart because I don't think the Celtics are going to be sellers in this market. What's your opinions on that, bro?
Well, that definitely. I was looking forward to. A couple weeks ago, I was hoping that Jalen Brown will become available, but he's not becoming available.
No.
Back to Marcus Smart, he would definitely help us, but I don't think that we would need to. If you move a guy like a Kevin Herter or a Bogey for Marcus Smart, it helps you, but it really doesn't help you. It wouldn't really make any sense to trade one role player for another role player that could maybe give you a little bit more. You need to make a drastic change. So that's why you package multiple assets to go after a bigger guy. But as far as Marcus Smart goes, I would like to see him on the Hawks if we could get him for maybe because I know the Celtics are also trying to get under the tax. So maybe we trade like a DeLon Wright, Gorgie Dang, and maybe I would be willing to throw in some first round pick or two just to make them say yes without having to give up some of our main assets.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just only issue I have with Marcus Smart, not even Marcus Smart, but I don't think the Celtics are throwing in the towel. So I mean,
No.
I don't really see why they would even consider moving Marcus Smart. I mean, he's their best defender, heart and soul of
Mhm.
their team. So, excuse me, I don't see,
Leader.
yeah, I don't see why they would move it. So that's why I never take the trade rumors with the Hawks seriously, because I'm like, Travis's staff never tells nothing. And like Marcus Smart, it don't make sense. So, I mean, if it did happen, I would be totally shocked, you know. But I think that's not going to happen. I did bring up because I've been screaming for a nice backup big just for some size, and I saw that Sacramento sent Tristan Thompson in the deal. So I was telling my friends, look out for Tristan. He could be a buyout candidate and be on the
True.
market as a free agent. That's somebody we could stitch up at a vet minimum. That's not going to hurt our pockets. What you think about that?
Well, I do like the idea of Tristan Thompson, but you got to think if we do look at Tristan Thompson, uh, it would probably have to be a trade, and you would have to convince Nate McMillan to somehow find a way to fit him into the rotation because you got to know Gallo is our backup power forward and Onyeka is
Right.
our backup center. So kind of I looked at a deal moving like a Lou or Delon or a guy like that to try to move Gallo up to the 3 so we can get bigger with a bigger guy at the 4. But to me, I don't think that it would be realistic if we're talking about buyout situations, but I do think that we could possibly make a trade. And another guy that I just want to throw out there that if he becomes available, I would seriously look at is JaVale McGee with the Phoenix Suns. I would look at moving for him. I think he's on a 1-year deal. Again, he won't hurt us, and maybe we can move like a Lou or DeLon for him, and we could get some more size.
I mean, he will be good, but I don't think the Suns not moving nobody, man. They they 41-10 or something crazy like that. Like they just gonna. If I'm the Suns, I stand pat. Now what I will say about the Suns, they do have a lot of injuries. They got 4 guys
Yeah,
out. I know two of them out for the season. So I mean, maybe they could be looking for depth, but you know, McGee is their backup big. So I don't see them moving, considering
yeah.
Aiton been dealing with like minor injuries the whole season. So I don't see them trying to move a McGee, but I could see them trying to show up their depth though. So I don't know. Maybe there's somebody there. Maybe there's somebody on the Suns looking for a different opportunity, maybe a little bit more playing time that than they're getting. But I don't see them really doing anything drastic. Now, you said you heard Travis on the radio, huh?
Yeah, I was listening to Travis on the radio this morning. You can actually go online and listen to it. It's out there. And I heard him, with a quote, and because the people on the radio would ask him, the trade deadline's coming up. Can we expect like a big move or any move at all? And I'll read his quote. He said, "I've been on the phones and we've spoken to many teams, and all the offers so far that we've gotten, nothing helps us out. So, or nothing makes us better. And
Got it.
that's not something that we've just done just to make a move, just to make a move.
Right.
Last year we improved. I mean, you look at what Lou was able to give us in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Rondo, I don't even think played in the playoffs. So I mean, that was obviously a win there, and we got some draft picks out of it too. But I think that if the right move comes about, Travis would be the first to jump on it.
Yeah, well, hey, like I tell, I've been telling people, excuse me, Travis, um, every trade he's done so far, you can even throw in the Luka Doncic trade. We have not lost, if you want to call it win loss. I don't think we've lost a trade. So, I mean, I got complete faith in him. Trying to get the team better. Now, what I will say is this: every time Travis says something in the public, he usually does the opposite because I mean, obviously, as a GM, it don't make sense to really put your real business out on the radio. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm sure teams have probably kicked the tires on the John Collins, maybe kick the tires on a Bogey or a Herter, or maybe a Hunter, because I mean Hunter's still on a rookie contract. So I mean I could see a team, you know, like a contender team like the Lakers probably kicking tires because they looking for help, but they looking for cheap help because they don't have no money.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a lot of faith in Travis Slink, and I'm glad, even though he be lying in the public, which he should be doing anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm glad he did say that because that let us know that he just not gonna take anything just to say he did something. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather
Yeah.
stand pat and run with the soldiers we got than for my GM to say, you know what, I'm just gonna make this deal. It's not gonna help us, but guess what, fans? We made a move. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, and that's one of the things, he said something that, although, we've had these past two bad losses, he said, look, he said, also going into the trade deadline, he said, we definitely want to be as active as possible with improving our team. But he said you also got to put into perspective. He said, since the Cam Reddish trade, we're 9-3. So
Right, right.
he said that, if we can stay healthy, and if we can continue to stay healthy, he said, not, he said, there are nights you don't have a good shooting night, which was clearly what we had in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but he said that, look, he has a lot of faith in this group. And like he said, his job is to improve the roster. And if an opportunity comes by, he will definitely do that, according to what he has said.
I mean, listen, you can't you can't disagree with him on that point. I mean, since the Reddish trade 9-3, it just doesn't look good because we started off before we went 9-3. We was already 8-9 games under 500.
Right.
So I understand. So a lot of fans who don't really take stuff like that into perspective, they're right now jumping up and down. We need to do this. We need to do that. Now, don't get me wrong. We do have deficiencies. It's on that defensive end. So if a move is made, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I told my other homies, I said, don't expect the move to be a sexy move. Don't expect the move to be nothing splashy or fancy to where we're like, wow, I got to go out and get that guy's jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Damian Lillard's not coming to Atlanta.
Nah, he not coming, but he's leaving Portland. I can tell you that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
we got a good core group of guys, man. And like I said, when you contending, when you start contending, all you got to start doing is adding pieces here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to go get a Ben Simmons. Does a Ben Simmons make our team better? Sure. But obviously, you're going to give up a lot of assets to get this guy.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I'm
gonna lose a
saying?
lot of your depth.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on a Ben Simmons trade if it did happen? What would be your thoughts?
Well, to be honest with you, um, it's kind of odd. A lot of people not liking a certain person almost makes you want to like him. And
Right.
looking at his game is totally the type of game that the Hawks need. He's that second ball handler, that second playmaker that could be next to Trae Young, that could be really good. He can play 1 through 5. He's 6'11". I think that if
Mm-hmm.
the Hawks get Ben Simmons, the Hawks are a top 5 team on the defensive end. He's not going to take any nights off on defense, no plays off. He's going to make sure he stays on his guy. You can throw him on the best defender, no matter
Mm-hmm.
the size. So you're playing against a guy like Giannis, you can put him on Giannis, and he's going to give Giannis a good fight. So I love the idea of Ben Simmons. It's just all, what are we going to have to give up? I mean, draft picks will, you know, draft picks are not something that we're just dire need for,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to keep as much depth as we can.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. Like I said, I would love a Ben Simmons on this team, but I already know what you probably had to give up Collins. You probably had to give up draft picks. They probably gonna want another young player. But if I'm Travis, I don't even make a move for Ben Simmons, man. I'd rather wait till the off season, because you already know Daryl Morey over here playing hardball. He's
Yeah,
still trying to get a superstar. So instead of, you saw the Kings offer the Kings ransom, and he didn't take it, and they backed out of the deal. They like, we're not giving you nothing else, bro.
yeah.
So if I'm Travis, I'm stepping off too. I'll wait till the off season. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
And let the chips fall where they may. And if we don't make a move, guys, it's not the end of the world,
Right.
because one thing we do have in our favor, this roster, these core players have proven they can make a run in the playoffs. That's one thing we do have on our side. It's not like we have to sit here and guess how good the team can be. We've seen how good they can be. Go all the way to the conference finals as a lower seed, meaning we went
Yeah.
on the road and was winning games on the road. So if a move is not made, that's cool. But hopefully Coach Nate can get these guys to buy in on that defensive side of the ball, because that's where we're
He's
lacking
gonna
at.
have to.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts if a move isn't made? We don't make no moves. What's your thoughts?
Uh, I
See,
won't
you
be
want us to
mad.
make a move. You want us to make a move. You want us to
I
make a
want us
trade.
to make a trade that's gonna improve what we need to, because you got to look at it like this. Your goal is to make the playoffs. This is the same team, by the way, that went on a 7-game win streak, and that has proven that they could get far. But when you're looking at the fact that when we're healthy, we're very dangerous. But you got to look at potential matchups. You're looking at playing against a team like maybe Miami or Milwaukee, Philly, Chicago in the first round, Cleveland. We've struggled, except for Milwaukee. We've struggled against almost all of those teams. And you got to look at really, why did we struggle? Not so much on the offensive end,
Right.
because of the defense. So if we don't make a move, I'm gonna still be very concerned about the defense. But if we do make a move, I would hope that it would be catering towards the defense and addressing what we need to address there, so that we can become a true contending team, where we're not just giving up 110, 120 points and letting teams shoot 63% from three.
Right. 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 Well, guys, hey, we're gonna keep this video short, family. We don't want to be taking up all your time. I want to shout out my guy, the Atlanta analyst, for coming on and hollering with your
Thank
boy
you.
today. Make sure y'all tap in. He has his own YouTube channel. Make sure you go over there, you comment, you like, you subscribe. He giving real good content. Okay. And make sure y'all come back here, tap in. I think I'm gonna start doing it, doing live pregame uh an hour before.
Yeah,
Last
that
time I
sounds
did
great.
it 30 minutes. I might start doing it an hour before, so we can get everybody to get back on, so we can chop it up. We got the Pacers tonight. So make sure y'all tap in with my boy Atlanta analysis. Excuse me, analyst, and y'all comment, like, subscribe, and leave in the comments below, man. What are you thinking? What should the Hawks do? And what's your thoughts if we don't make a move? Are you going to still be concerned? Okay, leave them thoughts below, and I'm gonna get a last word to my guest, analyst. You got any final words to close this video?
Well, I just want to say thank you again, and I was going to add on there. a very depleted Pacers team with no Sabonis, no Jeremy Lamb, no Miles Turner, no. They're a very depleted team. So we got to go in and to take this win tonight at home.
All righty, you heard it there. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, family, and thank y'all for rocking with your boy. And y'all know that I gotta leave listening to my anthem that was made by my boy Von Freeze. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, Hawks fan, don't worry. Do not worry. We back in this thing, okay? It's your boy, MI4K20. It's your boy, Atlanta Analyst. We out of here. Y'all stay up.